I have some knowledge of QuickBooks. I would say the very, very basic, just to get by. I knew how to categorize transactions. I probably was not as familiar with the lingo, all the bookkeeping lingo. I definitely didn't know anything about cleanups or anything like that until I stumbled upon Candus. I think it was on YouTube. And I loved her personality. I loved the way she spoke. I love the background of her teaching. I think that comes through in all of her videos and all of her live chats and phone calls and stuff like that. So that just resonated with me, the way she teaches, the way she holds you accountable. I like that. I like that she just doesn't say, here's the answer, go do it. She refers you back to the videos, which I think is part of the teaching background. So I appreciate that aspect because that's how I learn. I'm a hands-on learner. You can show me all day long, but if I don't do it myself, I'm not going to retain it. So it has 1000% helped me with my business, just from the aspect of, again, having that knowledge, even if it's not something I run through. Like right now, I have never touched desktop, but I've enjoyed where Candus toggles back between the two of them, because even though I don't do desktop, it's still something that's nice to learn, or at least be very small familiar with. But recently I've had a lot of desktop people come around. So I think that's kind of neat when you put it out in the universe and you're able to do that and learn or help somebody do that. I couldn't do that without having the knowledge that I have from y'all's platform, because I don't deal with desktop at all. My biggest aha moment was probably how she teaches cleanup. I think that video is golden. Just reversing the transactions that have been there for years, expenses, if you need to get rid of those, put them into the deposits and vice versa. That stuff, that makes sense. Like it just ding, like super aha moment. It's an amazing thing. I don't know why undeposited funds confused me so bad. I watched 1,000 videos from 1,000 different people with 1,000 different things on them, and it was absolutely amazing. It just made it work. So obviously the resources are amazing. The videos are great. You can search what you need when you need it. That's the other thing that is helpful for me. I can't retain all the knowledge. Like, I'm not going to watch every single module, and when that instance happens to come up, I'm going to automatically remember what I watched. So I appreciate that they're always there, and they're very comprehensive, especially the time numbered. Those things are amazing. I don't know whose idea that was to put a timestamp with each individual little thing, like what you would need in that video. So it's nice to be able just to click that little time button and go to that exact section that you need. The Facebook has been amazing. Again, it's just one of those things that when you're sitting down at your computer, you come across a problem that you don't know, or you're maybe a little worried about how to handle it, you can just shoot right over there. And there's so many people that are so generous with their knowledge. And I love how sharing people are. Your team especially, they are always right there I'm on a different time zone than you guys, so it kind of looks like y'all work late in the night sometimes. But y'all are always there for just a helpful tip or to guide exactly where they need to be, which is great. But the other part of that is that you follow up and you make sure that that person is okay, and you make sure that they understood that. And I think sometimes as you grow bigger in a business, or as you start doing things, those little things get left behind. That, yeah, you make sure that they have the knowledge, you gave them the resources, but sometimes there's no follow-up with that. There's no, hey, are you good? Like, do you need any more help? And I think that's really, really great. Well, as soon as I found out about you guys in this program, I joined, so there was no hesitation on my part. I tell you about my bookkeeping friends quite frequently, and they're always very upset whenever it's closed and they can't get into the program. So then they wait with bated breath until you open it up again. So I do share it far and wide. I even share it with people that maybe do their own books because they don't want to take on a bookkeeper. I still refer them to YouTube videos of her, because I think she explains it for the bookkeeping minded. So using the knowledge and stuff like that in the terminology. But I also think if you don't have that big bookkeeper background, you can still understand the videos and understand what you're doing if you just absolutely find it necessary to do your own QuickBooks or desktop. It's not just an accountant, CPA, bookkeeper type learning lessons. It can be beneficial for anyone, especially if they want to know how their business is running, if that's what they want to take over and they want to do. Really excited and nerdy whenever I find something that I absolutely love, because I feel like everybody should know about it. Like, if this works for me and I can do this and I can understand this and I can break it down for what I need, like, anybody and everybody. I'm just the average Joe. Like, I feel like everybody can benefit from it.